All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is International Red's Fashion Experience. And the name of the show today is Thank God. Thank God. And the reason why I said thank God, because you could thank God for a lot of things. Because really we need to thank God for everything. I just thank God for everything, you know what I'm saying? Because, I got a lot to be thankful for. I got a lot of my health, my sobriety. It's just so much you can be thankful for. So you just thank God for everything, and then you don't miss. That's why I thank God. I'm not a fanatic when it comes to religion, but I do believe in God, you know what I'm saying? And I have been to the churches and been with fanatics and different types of people. And a lot of these people that are sanctified and fanatics in the church, they're not really living up to the righteous way of living. With their moral standards and principles, they don't stand strong in that area. They'll steal, they'll sell drugs, they'll lie to people, they'll do all type of different honest things, and then they run to the church and act like they so religion. Because when they go to that church, it makes them feel some kind of way. When this minute they leave and turn around and go back out to church, they're different. So I don't never claim the church to be all high and mighty like, on Sunday like these people do. When they put their dress clothes on and when they go to church and do what they do. I just say the church is in me and I dress up every day. I be the best I can each and every day, each and every way. That's how I do it. And I thank God for letting me be able to do it. You have to be thankful for being, even living here. You be 72. I'm 72 years old. And to be 72 and be living the way I'm living and enjoying life and looking as good as I look, I got a lot to be thankful for. So that's why I have to thank God. I have to really thank Him. But like I say, there's a lot of people that, should be thankful, because if you're above ground, you should be thankful. If you're not in the hospital, you should be thankful. If you have your own place, you should be thankful. If you have more than one pair of shoes, you should be thankful. If you have 2 or 3 outfits, you should be thankful. I mean, you have so much to be thankful for if you have so much more than the next. And then you got these people that are millionaires and have all this stuff and take life for granted and think, you know what I'm saying? And don't realize what they have. And these women that are young and have their good looks and intelligence, and they want somebody to give them something. They don't use their own mind to go out and get it themselves. Realize that, you want somebody to get it for you, do something for you. But I know when I was young, I thought the same way. Like I said, I used to be a pimp, so I know that was the wrong way to be thinking. If I want somebody to do something for you, choose you and all that. So I understand. That's why I don't trip when I'm older and I'm more intelligent now, and I know what's right and I know what's wrong. So I try to be strong in that category, and living my life, and it's like you got to realize one thing, what's right and what's wrong, and be morally strong, and believe in God, believe that there's a higher power, because something got to keep this world together. Something got to keep it so organized, as it's so organized the way everything's working, with so much peace of mind, with so much peace the way the world runs, you know what I'm saying? And you have to look at it for what it really is, and accept things for what they are, be grateful and be thankful for the life you live and the life you have, you got to be appreciative for that, Because we could be living in a worse life. The life we live could be worse, and we don't want that, You want to live a good life and you want to appreciate life, And you don't have to go to church every Sunday to live that type of life. You could thank God, yourself, You could thank Him all the time, you know what I'm saying? Just like my queen, I told her I don't thank Him every 5 minutes, and she said she does. But that's wonderful. I said that's probably why we're blessed as mothers. We're blessed The point of it is that, hey, I'm thinking of today out loud, and I'm thinking of a lot. You know what I mean? But it's just you have to be appreciative, man. You got to be thankful every day you wake up and appreciate life, man. The great day you have every day is a great day, man, because it's above ground and you appreciate life. Now you're not taking it for granted like you once did, you know. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't got time to worry about what the next people are doing or how they living or what they're doing. I don't have time for that. I'm just we're living my life, man, you know, living my life with my queen. And, you know, and that's all I could do. You know, not worry about what the next people are doing, how they doing it, and why they are not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make sense, you know. You know what I'm saying? It does not make sense for them to live that way, you know. You know what I mean? They should not have to live that way, if you know what I mean. You know, you should always think, you know, about the good, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And for all the good that's in your life and all the good that you have and all the good things that you do, appreciate it. Don't be despising and saying, oh man, you ain't got it what that person got and I think you're supposed to have what they got. No, you get what you got and appreciate what you have and you'll get more. If more is on the table, it is. If it's not, it's not. Then you don't let that determine your happiness or your peace of mind. When you don't let that affect you, then more happiness and more blessings will come your way. But don't worry about them, you know what I mean? When you worry about them and think you're supposed to have something this, supposed to have that, then that's, you know, that's when it don't come, you know, because you're missing the peace of mind and the happiness that you have right now. You're worrying about that, you know what I'm saying? Because what you don't have, what you can't have, don't let that determine nothing. You know, be happy in the right now. You know what I'm talking about? Don't let money or nothing else determine how you feel or what you do or how you do. You know, just be the best you can be and do that every day, easily. You know, keep living your best life. You know, and do what you can, you understand what I'm saying, to be that type of person. You know, as long as you do that, you know, you won't miss. You know. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong at all. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong at all with, you know, living your best life. You know, being happy right now. Being blessed right now. And being grateful right now. You know, and appreciating for what you have in life right now. You know, don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about yesterday. Think about right now. You always look at the future. And as bright as it is, and have anticipate events that you're going to in life, you know, things you're gonna do, how you're gonna look, what you're gonna wear, you know, me, that's what I do. I picture myself, you know, looking all best and what I'm gonna wear and what I'm gonna, you know, it's all part of my life. So I can look at that and see that, you know, keep your vision and you know, things realistically and on point, you know, and be appreciative that you're able to do that, you know. Step to the events and do different things, and be grateful that you can do what you do, you know, because it can always get worse, you know. So you have to be appreciative of what you do have and what you do. Be grateful for that, you know what I'm saying. And there's always hope, and there's always things will get better, you know. But you just appreciate where you're at right now, you know. I'm talking about within the hopes that they will be better, because they will get better. But what I'm saying is you enjoy it right now because we know you have right now. Right now, you know you have. You actually have right now. So don't mess right now up by thinking about what's coming and and what's in the past, and not appreciating what you have right now. That you can stand on 2 feet, that you're clean as you can be. Look at all that you have right at the moment. You know, you know what I'm talking about, and be grateful and thankful and thank God for where you at right this moment. And that's what you got to do. You know, you understand? If you do that, man, you're blessed. And realize that you're a blessing. And be a blessing to other people. You do what you can and be the best you can be. And do the right thing. And that you don't do right, don't let it bother you. Because you will get it right. You know what I'm talking about. You will do what you're supposed to do to get things done like they're supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying? And that's what counts. The fact that you're gonna get it straight. That's what's on the menu. The fact that you're gonna get things straightened out and things are gonna be on the right track. And love life and thank God, man, for just everything. Where you at this point in your life from where you've been. Because you got to look at where you've been, not, and then you look at where you at, and that's what makes you appreciate where you at. Because it wasn't a silver spoon type of journey. You wasn't given a silver spoon. You did what you did honestly your whole life when you was blessed, when you was up in Portland and when you was up in Seattle and you had a good life at home and you left to be out in the streets. When you had a good life, you understand me? And you left that to go to be out, on the streets, man, hey, you was doing what you had to do. You was being out there on your own. Living the life, playing for your money and doing what you had to do. Because at that time, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You was doing what was right. And at that time, you was just maintaining, you get high. It wasn't over the top at that time. That was in the 70s and the 80s. Like when you come out to join 79, 80, 81, yeah. You all right?
Oh, yeah. Someone left their phone.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I can edit it out for you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not your phone, right?
Which one?
This?
No, that must be their phone.
Okay.
That's their phone now. Yeah. That's it, that's their phone.
I'll edit this out.
Yeah, edit that out, yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, anyway, things happen, that, we got to realize today that God is everything. You dig? And we got to realize that there is a God. This ain't accidental. People cannot explain all this that's going on. You don't have to explain it. Just realize it's God. Thank God for all and everything. And you got the way things are so organized, the way kids are born and old people die, the way that's so systematically, the way the world runs, it's so organized and it's so superior that it's got to be God. There's no other way to explain it but God. If you accept it and understand that's what it is, and then you just keep on living life and being thankful and grateful for the life you live in. Because you got the life you living and what you got is because God graced you in the area to where He put you in a position to where you're in a blessed position. You know what I'm talking about? He put you in that position because you're worthy of it. See, a lot of people don't get the things they're supposed to get because subconsciously or unconsciously, they don't deserve it. They know they don't deserve it. They're not worthy of these things happening because they're not living up to their standards. Like I said earlier about the king and queen. You got to be on a certain standard to be called a king or be called a queen. Everybody ain't king, everybody ain't queens. You know what I mean? It's a certain standard. So, it's like the upscale. It's an upscale situation. And you got to look at it like that for what it really is. and take that and ride with it. You understand? You know, that's why I take it and ride with it, you understand me? Because I have a queen and I am a king. You understand? And when I was on another page, I accepted the page I was on, right? But knowing going further and further and elevating to a certain degree, then you elevate to a point in life where, hey man, you get to that, and that's where you be, and you accept it for what it is, and you appreciate it, and you accept your blessings. You know, you never think you're better than nobody else. You never belittle somebody else. But what you don't do is you don't abandon people that you consider friends unless they do something to you to disqualify themselves to be a friend. In other words, if they do certain things, like some friends I was with, and they did things that, that weren't right, and then we were not friends no more. You know, then I got other friends that did things that weren't cool, but we were still all right. I just wasn't running with them. I wasn't going to do nothing with them no more, but we still was all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to never, understand me, abandon these people, to a point to where I'm not going to understand. Cut those people out of my life. I'm not going to do that. You understand? Because because I know who I am and what I am. And I accept the responsibility of being a giant. I feel just as big and just as much of a giant as the person that's riding in a Rolls Royce. I don't have to have a Rolls Royce to feel being a giant next to that man. I'm a giant just like he's a giant. You understand? That car don't make nobody make them hoop no bigger than the next person. You know what I'm talking about? You got people that judge people for their material things and their finances and things like that. I've been big as I can be, and I've been where I'm at, and I've been in a position. I've been shining bright, and I've been in different segments in life, and I know how this stuff go. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm not gonna be faking no more. I'm not gonna be faking in life. I'm gonna be real about everything. What I do and what I say, and how I act. I'm gonna be real about it. Because you gotta realize one thing, man. You got to live life to the best of your ability. You gotta believe in something, and you gotta live your best life and live a good life. You understand me? And be happy with your life. Don't never try to think you're better than somebody else. Don't be trying to put other people down. Don't do none of that, man. Just do your thing, man. Enjoy life and be your best you can be, man. And take care of you and yours. Because your woman is a reflection of you. She's you. That's like some of the things some of them people say make sense. And I gravitate to that when I see them telling me things that actually make sense. I take it and I realize that they're saying things that are real. But it's not. It's more to it than just speaking real. You got to live real. You got to live the real. Because it's easy to say the words. It's easy to preach the message. But living it is not easy. Living a certain way is not easy. It's a way you have to live. You know what I'm talking about? Like living a good life. Like I said, not cussing, not fussing, not stealing, not lying, all that type of stuff. You ain't got to do that, man. Having a lot of women, what's slick about that? Misusing women and all. You got to look at the whole situation. People young, they want to worry about what other people think. They want to impress somebody with what they think. You know what I'm talking about? They want to worry about looks. No, they say that, but they not gonna be caught with no ugly woman. You know what I'm talking about? They're not gonna be caught with no woman that don't look good, don't make them look good with that person. They're not gonna be with that person, and that person don't make them look good. You know what I'm talking about? Certain people, you got to have an image, a certain role you got to play. If you're a certain person, you have to keep that going, because that's part of your your image, your style. But I just have to be blessed where everything comes along like it do, and then I have a lot to do with making it look, making things work out that way. You know, because I'm going to be the best I can be, and I'm going to look the best I can, and I'm going to have my queen look the best she can, and everything's going to work out on the best of its ability. You know, and I thank God for everything. I thank God, man, God for all that is possible, that all that I have, and all that I do, and all that the blessings that come my way. I thank God for all that. You know what I mean? You dig? And like I say, I don't have to go to church every Sunday, but I go when I feel like going. I go, and we both go together. We go when the time is right. You know, we go. We make it a point to go when it's on the head. We make sure to do that. You know. Yes, we do. You know what I'm saying? And the point of it is that you got to realize that and be the best you can be and do what's right for you and be on point. You know. Yes, you have to be on point. You have to do what's good to you and for you and about you. You know. Yeah. Because hey man, you know, you gotta look at it like for what you gotta look at things for what they really are. You know, you gotta look at things what they really are, you know. You know what I'm saying? You know. Don't worry about them food out of them food. You don't let the people get in your way. You don't let the people interfere with your life. You do what you do because you're doing what's right. You know. And you loving life. And you're living life to the best of your ability. You're doing that. You don't have no hate for nobody, man. Don't hate nobody. Don't be mad at no one. Don't be jealous of no one for what they're doing. No, I never was like that. I never was, man. Even when I was young, when my friend was getting all jealous of other people, I didn't do that. I just said I got to go get me one. You know, if I wanted a certain type of woman, I'd go out there and campaign for that one. You know, you ain't gonna get it, nothing that you don't put the work in for. You know, it ain't gonna come to you unless you go after it. You know. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be honest. You know. I had enough sense to do what's right, and that's why God blessed me the way that He blessed me. In the right way. You understand? And that's how you have to look, man. You gotta be thankful and grateful and be appreciative, man. You gotta appreciate things, man. You know, when God blesses you, and then you gotta also be appreciative. You gotta appreciate what you got going in your life. You got to really appreciate it, man. You have to appreciate it, man, and be thankful and grateful. You dang. You have to be thankful. And really appreciate things. And thank God, man. Thank God. Be really ready to thank God, man. You know, thank God, man. Be so grateful and thankful, man. For all that you have and all that you don't have, because you know there was a time that you didn't have much. You know? You know what I'm saying? And just live your best life, man. Do what you have to do. Be grateful and thankful every day. You know, you do that, you be thankful. Live a good life. Live a wonderful life. Live a great life. Live a wonderful life, a great life. Be thankful. Be blessed. Man, be thankful. Definitely be thankful. You know, for all that you have and all the good friends you have left. Now that you got the other ones out of your life, and you know which ones to hold on to that's good friends and the ones that's not, you just keep on going, man, because the ones that weren't in your life, they were half-stepping, they were shucking and jiving. They weren't right no way. They were not right. You know, you might have had them in your life, but they weren't right. They was not right, man. They weren't right. You know, they weren't trying to live right, man. You know, they was not right. They was not in your life right. You know, things happen like that. You got to be thankful and grateful that you in a good position you in life right now. Appreciate where you at right now. That you not things like that didn't happen to you, but things things could have been worse. You know, if you hadn't stopped drinking, just think where you'd have been at. You know, where your life would be. You know, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? You would not be here. Something would have happened to you. Something would have happened to me if I hadn't straightened my life out. God granted me the serenity, you understand me? You know, he gave me the serenity prayer, man. Strength, you know what I mean, to handle my business, man, and take care of it. And the wisdom knows the difference of what is and what ain't. And man, you got to be grateful, man, and thankful, man, for God, man, for helping you. You know, not helping you, seeing you through all that you've been through, where you at now. You're a winner, you understand me? You're a winner. You're a winner. You're on top of your game, man. That's what counts. You know, they have so many of these sayings now. That's why I don't worry about doing that now. Because when I was doing it, nobody was doing it, right? When everybody else started doing something, I stopped doing it because it's not necessary to be amongst a bunch of, it's like a bunch of people doing stuff. I don't do nothing with a bunch of people. If I'm not unique at doing it, I stop doing it. Because I'm not going to be just a bunch of podcasters. I'm not going to do it like that. I don't do it. I do my show like this show here. Because this goes on TV and it goes on YouTube. This is okay. That's why I do it the way I do it, by myself. With myself, I don't have very few guests because I'm not trying to be like the rest of them people. You know, I was doing this before they was doing it, and I'm gonna do it after. And I do what I do because it makes me feel good. I don't do nothing for nobody else, and I surely don't do it for the money. You understand? You know, I'm not gonna do nothing to follow somebody else to do what other people do. I don't do that. I'm my own unique self. And when you get your own drawings down and you be your own best self, then that's when you win, and that's when you feel good about it. That's when you feel good about whatever you're doing. When you do it on your own, for yourself, with yourself, about yourself. When you do it like that, then you can't do nothing but win. You know, you can't do nothing but win when you have that philosophy. You know, when you have that philosophy down, you ain't gonna do nothing but win. You're gonna win in the matter. You know, in the matter of speaking, you're gonna win. Ain't gonna be no loser. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. You know. And it's between you and God. You understand me? And God knows He's gonna help you get there. So He knows when you're serious, and when you're sincere, and when you're ready to achieve whatever it is that you're pursuing. If you're ready for it, He's gonna help you get there. Like anything else, He'll show you the way. I got 2 minutes. I gotta wrap this up. But the point of it is, I'm going to wrap it up with the being thankful to God. You know, you can pray to God. You know what I mean? Whatever you do it amongst yourself. You know, for yourself, with yourself, take between you and Him. You know what I mean? People do things to impress other people. Nah. When it comes to you and God, it's between you and God. You know? And you got so many people that play with God and do all that. And they don't realize, you understand me, that they gonna have a terrible disposition. Their disposition is not gonna be cool. Their disposition is not gonna be cool, man. That they do, the disposition that they hold is not cool. It's not cool at all. You know, because you got to look at it like this. You got to be real with God, because if anybody, you better be real, but you better be real with Him, because He knows, He sees, He is, He's there. Nobody else is. at any given time. So you better realize that. And we got, time is up. Time is up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna close this show with this. Thank God. Thank God